Week 9 is here. That's right, week 9, not week 8. Week 8 had to be pushed back because me and Jack, Ohio and Australia, two opposite sides of the world, so our time zones, so that'll happen after we play Ellie and the Accrington Stantler. Last season we had a phenomenal game where she came out on top. It was roller coaster of emotions. This time her team is just as scary. As you can see, she has a Crocodile, a Scolipede, the Talonflame that just obliterates my freaking Mega Lopunny. She has the Gardevoir, which is Choice Scarf is going to be scary, the Starmie, and of course Zapdos, which is tough to deal with. Also on her bench she had things like Ditto, which I had to prep for. My team, I dreamed this Dragonite here has the ability to 6-0 her entire team because her only Stealth Rocker is Crocodile, and Crocodile is crucial for my Reuniclus, so I don't think she wants to force Crocodile to be the Dragonite answer. So my Dragonite has D-Dance, Roost, Dragon Claw, Extreme Speed, holding the weakness policy. That is my dedicated lead from the beginning. I also have, of course, Mega Lopunny, and like I said, she had that Ditto, so I have the Fake Out Last Resort so I don't get swept by my own Lopunny. Like I said, I'm leading with Dragonite. She decides to lead with her Zapdos. So Big Johnny hits the field. This is the first time I get to show off shiny Dragonite. I think I brought the last 2 times, but didn't get to hit the field. She just goes ahead and hits me with a Heat Wave, does nothing. Of course, she's probably playing around with, do I have the weakness policy, not wanting to trigger that right away. She also outspeeds me, so I know she has some speed because my Dragonite has some speed. So now I'm expecting she's gonna have the Hidden Power Ice. I'm gonna Roost up, lose my Flying type, reactivate my Marvel Scale, my multi-scale, whatever scale it is, and she hits me with the Hidden Power Ice, does negligible damage, and sets off my weakness policy. So I'm at 80% with a +3 Dragonite. Hidden Power, was a roll to kill me, but the Dragon Claw straight up takes out the Zapdos, which is fantastic. But here's an incredible playing on Ellie's part. Something, when I thought of my 6-0, I didn't think of Gardevoir tracing the multi-scale. So, I could have switched out. I had a perfect switch out into my Assault Vest Jirachi, but I decided to just straight up get the damage out. And unfortunately, we lose Dragonite. I could have saved it because she did have the Talonflame, she did have the Scolipede, things that were really important in here. I misclick. I'm going for Flash Cannon all the way. Flash Cannon, Flash Cannon, Flash Cannon. And she switches in her Crocodile. Me and Ellie were kind of messaging back and forth about her fantastic play with her Gardevoir and the Roost on Dragonite. But I decided I can't switch out because if she pursues me, I lose my Jirachi. But she stays in, hits me with a knockoff, and I live it. So here I'm thinking there's no way in hell she's going to stay in and let herself lose her Crocodile. Let's go for the Ancient Power as she switches in her Talonflame, and just like that, pow. Goodbye, Talonflame. And I was feeling awesome at that point right there because Talonflame, yes, I did have my Rotom, but guess what? She had a Solar Beam Talonflame, max special attack. So that was cool. Now, Jirachi really gets outsped by everything else on her team, so there's really no point in saving it unless I want to use it for Death Fodder, but I don't really have a good switch into this, so Jirachi goes down. Now I get to bring out my Lopunny, and I think Fake Out is a roll here. I'm an adamant Lopunny, and Gardevoir's at about like 40-45%, but instead she decides to just switch out into a Crocodile, hit me with an Intimidate, and sacks off her Crocodile. So Lopunny is at the top of the Golden Pokeball Award going into this game with 13 kills, and Crocodile here, assuming she just sacks it off here, will be the 14th kill. So like I said, Fake Out, Last Resort. I really like Last Resort's animation. It's cool with the stars and stuff. And that's 14th kill for Lopunny. So now she brings in her Starmie, and this is scary because I don't know exactly what set she wants to go for. As soon as I switched out, she told me misclick, 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 and she goes for the Scald. So I'm thinking, I wondered what she was going to go for. I asked her that. Luckily, I don't get burns. So I'm like, hey, what did you mean to go for? As I get my leftovers back, she reveals she has the Toxic Orb. So I'm like, that's cool. She told me she meant to go for Trick. She predicted my Rotom switch in perfectly, and she switches items. Now I have the Toxic Orb, and she has my leftovers. So, I mean, I still would have had a free Volt switch. She just would have been able to switch out of this thing and not let the Starmie take as much damage. But this is, again, a free switch out into my Lopunny. Unfortunately, you know, I thought the last resort set was cool, especially because of the Ditto, but I kind of wish I just had a standard, you know, return, quick attack, fake out, high jump kick, Lopunny here. Because now I have to go for the fake out and the last resort, and unfortunately, because she has the poison damage on her, it's going to kill her, and Lopunny does not get to take the kill for this. So this would have been like, you know, an assisted suicide because Starmie killed itself. But nevertheless, the two bonds on her side. She brings in her Gardevoir, and again, this thing is just Choice Scarfed, without a doubt in my mind. Choice Scarfed. So Rotom, Talonflame's already gone, so Rotom really doesn't have a purpose anymore. And looking at this damage, that is modest freaking max special attack Gardevoir, and just obliterates Rotom. You know, this was really scary, and I don't have my Jirachi anymore, so I have to hope to, you know, tank a hit with my Reuniclus. I know I can take 2 as long as I don't get crit here. So the game plan here is to Calm Mind up, because the only attacks that I have are Psychic, Energy Ball, so I'm going for the Calm Mind in here. It is just screaming out that her play is to switch out on my Recover. It's coming from a mile away. Go for Psychic, go for Psychic. Here comes the Scolipede. Come on, Trav, you're going for Psychic, right? You're definitely going for Psychic. Nope. I decided to Recover. You know, I thought my Donphan was a good safe switch in. Couldn't be two-shot from this thing. I made the long-term play of preserving my Reuniclus. As she goes for the Mega Horn. This is Life Orb, Max Attack. This is just going to mess up my Donphan. And unfortunately, I went Max Attack Donphan when all the calcs I ran were Max Defense Donphan. And I lose my Donphan because it gets two-shot from this freaking scary-ass beast. So now it's 2-on-2. And I'm just praying she doesn't have superpower on this Scolipede, because if she has superpower, I lose right then and there. Or I have to hope for her to miss a Mega Horn. So this is, again, where I wish I had the Fake Out Quick Attack set, because it looks like she doesn't have Protect, or she just let me take damage on her for no reason. As this thing with the speed boost, like, this is freaking Sonic fast, so scary. But she has the Poison Jab, not a superpower. Gets the poison, doesn't matter. Lopunny picks up its second kill of the game and takes out the Scolipede. So now I have to, she has Scarfed Gardevoir left. Huge threat. And all I have left is my Lopunny and my Reuniclus. So as long as I don't get crit from my Reuniclus, I can Calm Mind up, Recover, and beat the Gardevoir. But it does turn out she's Scarfed, but she doesn't have the EVs to outspeed my Lopunny. And we pick up the win 2-0. We get revenge on Ellie from last year. Fantastic game. A lot of misclicks on both sides, but, you know, we win. So our hopes for D1 is still alive, so thanks for watching this one. Week 8 will be up sometime soon. Week 10 against Steve, Pokemon Trainer Steve, is coming in the Milwaukee Sawsbucks. And then we're going to close our season against Raikou and the Pittsburgh Piratas. That's right. Unfortunately, Old Man Tup had to drop out, and we get to play Raikou again. So the rest of the season seems fun, and I hope you stay tuned for that.